You see? James is not in a very good offensive posture. But this is James Harden's MO. James likes to start in this position. It's not an aggressive stand. Your defender has all of the control. He can't get to the ball because you got the ball on the outside. He's watching the ball. He's not even touching James yet. James trying to decide what he could do. Here you only have one play. You have to go right. James is not in a position with his legs to even go left. So right now he can only go right, which Barnes is already on. You see that? Now, watch how it plays out. See, he goes right. He knows where he's going. Now he's going to try to shove off. Barnes is not fooled by any of it because he's not doing anything. Now, when he goes left, because his leg's exposed, Barnes quickly shifts out. As he goes right, left, Barnes is already on him. He's still right there, not really biting off feints. James has the space he wants, but his length and size will help him recover. So James is still trying to figure out which way to get by him right now. So he gives it up. He claps because he knows this is a victory for him. It goes back. He goes back to James. James is insulted. He's seen the clapping. Now he goes left and attacks. Hesitates. Goes up. Barnes doesn't leave. The feint didn't work. He puts up a shot. It's way off. No, because he's too busy out there banging Rachel Nichols instead of taking care of business. He's throwing cakes off of off of yachts into the water, partying on boats instead of taking care of business. So when you're not taking care of business, the business will take care of you. Well, the name of the game is let's see who could do what. I don't know what's going on with James Harden. He out here pot bellying it. James come out in some damn 76ers gear, tucked in looking like the 1970s. Throwing hoops. Uh-oh, there's James. See, this young dude ain't schooled on vintage get the foul James. And one. That's what James like to do. He want to get you in a position, work you over, and then go for it. After James then got shut down.
I like the competitive spirit that's going on here. Like Scottie put me up full court. Just pick up. First week of August, you know, you got that mindset to just get dog. You know what I mean? Everybody should have that mindset, especially if you want to get paid to take care of family. So.
See? James ain't care.
On the side. Just wait. I like the competitive spirit that's going on here. Like Scottie put me up full court. Just pick up. First week of August, you know, you got that mindset to just get dog. You know what I mean? Everybody should have that mindset, especially if you want to get paid to take care of family. So.
You want to get paid and take care of your family, you know, you got to have that mindset. Be a dog. Got to be a dog out there. He's picking me up full court. He wanted to compete. He wanted to show James, I'm in the East too. Y'all ain't doing nothing on me. I don't know who this Snoop Dogg dude is, but that wasn't working out with Snoop. Well, James is a play himself into shape kind of guy. He parties hard, then he comes out and plays. What's Scottie Barnes' next thing in his game that he needs to work on? Recognizing switches on defense and who to go to in certain situations with the ball. They have to, you know, you ain't going to get that without playing and working together. Guys have to know exactly where they are on the court and what they should be doing at all times. Check this out. Now, he knows at this point, let me go to James. That would have been traveling in the 80s, but anyway, here we go. Scottie Barnes picks him right up. He wants Harden. He made this about James, and I like that. He wanted to make it about James Harden. I don't know if James had one of his O's. Did James Harden embarrass him? Something happened, but he made it up in his mind. I got to show and prove to James Harden. Hey, Jonathan, what's up? He is the future. Yeah, I mean, shoot, he's been giving dudes the business all through this camp. Now, look at him. He's taking the challenge of James again. Let's see it. James gets in the posture. Right? This time he's going right again. That's where he wants to go. So he thinks he has Scottie Barnes right where he wants him. He's got the advantage. He's pushing off. He's going right. Now, because he's going right, watch what Scottie Barnes did. Scottie he goes straight up in the air, tall, without fouling. He goes straight up. This is how you go straight up, people. There's James thinking he got the advantage. Pow! Whoa! What happened? 2 for Scottie, 3 for Scottie. Will there be a 4 for Scottie? Appreciate it. Every time you come through, super chat, whatever, bro. Appreciate it. 3 times for Scottie Barnes. You're going to have a whole Scottie Barnes segment. You keep this up. Look at this. Look at this. Straight up. Bah! Woo! He once again showed James Harden, you ain't coming in here. That stuff ain't working. Now, James ain't in playing shape. You know, they're just getting some runs in to get their endurance up for gameplay. But when Scottie Barnes is guarding James Harden, he knows he can guard James. Because they play in the East. They're going to see each other. This is why I would be very hesitant with playing other players in the league. That's not on my team. This is what caused Kobe to get off on Reggie Miller in the NBA Finals. He learned all Reggie's moves when they played against each other. They used to work out in LA, and they spent the summer doing shows and everything else. Well, James has had a hard time with taller defenders who could get to him and disrupt him. But this is not the James Harden you're going to probably see in the season. This is James trying to get some endurance in and lose some of that damn weight. Now, you got to remember, James is paid. James already got his money. James Harden has his money. So he don't have nothing to prove. He's out here just to get in shape and get some runs in. And he ran into somebody who hadn't got that bag yet. This is his second year. He was Rookie of the Year, but he ain't got that bag yet. So he finna make an example of James. Hey, even Doe Eyes know about Reggie Miller. Uh-oh. Now, James got by him, but the defender off a pick. But Scottie comes and makes the switch off the pick. They get a steal. And there goes Siakam. James got to get back defensively. James stops and put up his arms for mercy. Please help. They go high. Easy bucket. Now, I love Scottie Barnes. I love his game. James has great vision of the court. When he's on the court, he's a better point guard than people give him credit for. That's James. His key to his success is how good he is in reading the floor and reading other players on the court. That's always been his value as far as knowing where to go with the ball, which means a lot. In this game, that means a lot. He's afraid of the moment. Well, what is the moment? He runs out of gas in the season, and he just don't have that killer go into your throat mentality, you know. Well, Scottie Barnes can run the whole court. He's very athletic, very fast. A lot of people think he's slow and he throws people off. And this is only his first year. He's only going to get bigger and stronger. And he's been working out all summer. All summer. So he's ready for the season. Most rookies don't have their bodies as defined already coming into the league. He came into the league with an NBA body almost. So you're looking at a guy that's going to get stronger. Yeah, as he gets older, he can't help but to get stronger. Scottie Barnes can be the next Giannis. Easy. He could be the next Giannis. That's if I seen somebody that's similar to his game, Giannis Antetokounmpo, except for he has more in his offensive repertoire than Giannis does. But he could be Giannis. He could be that complete Giannis player that y'all keep asking for with a post game who can run the floor, can't be stopped. You know, I could see him doing that. I could see him doing that and being the next Giannis. He can run the floor. Look what he did his rookie year. Well, in pickup games, it's just to get some runs and some exercise, and guys are working on their games. You don't see a lot of movement of the basketball. Maybe 2 passes, 3 passes, what have you. It's very rare. It can happen, but it's very rare. What's up, Steve Smith? Are you kidding me? You see Scottie here? He went right at he got steamrolled. He said the people need to know the facts. All right, Jonathan, you got it. But he just steamrolled homeboy. He must have really pissed him off. Watch this. Off the rebound. Boom. Huh. Went right at him. Ugh. Now, he's coming into the league more physical than Giannis. Way more physical than Giannis as a rookie. So he's already there. Now, what's the next step? I would take Cade Cunningham. I think both of them are great, but Jalen Green to me is more of a spot up shooter. Like he's more of a better shooter, I think, than Cade, but Cade has more upside as far as penetration to the basket, getting you off the dribble, using his length and athleticism. Detroit just needs structure. They're young, so they got to learn how to play together in certain situations. They've blown a lot of games that they had won already. It's like, damn, you guys won. Like, what's the problem here? No, but I like it because Scottie Barnes' defense was exactly what was needed in the situation on James Harden. When you pick James up, James needs space. So if you're going to crowd James, that means you're forcing him to move the ball. Now, as I told you earlier, let's see what happened here. This is not a good posture from James, but it's his common posture. From the way his feet are planted, he can only go one way. You see? He's got the ball out. Scottie Barnes is not even touching James. He don't even have a hand on him. And look where he's at. Look where this base is. Look where James is. He can only go one way, and that's right. Scottie knows this. James goes right. Wants to get the push off so he can get some space to go left. So now he goes under the legs. He's gone left. But he haven't lost Scottie Barnes. He thinks so. He makes that little jab left, pushes off again. Now he went through the legs, but James is not in a position to take off. He don't really have the ball recovered yet. By the time he do, Scottie Barnes is already on him. But now James got a little bit more space to work with, right? So could he get this shot off on Scottie? Scottie has length and athleticism that would make up the gap right here. So you're not going to be able to score on him. James recognizes, I got more work to do. Scottie Barnes knows he can give James this space to work with because he can recover that. And look how he's focused in. He's watching James' eyes and the way his shoulders lean. See, he reached out, but what he really should have done was reach within the dribbling lane, which is in the middle. He reached for the side, left or right, which you're not supposed to do, really. James wanted no parts of it, gives up the ball. Scottie, he's clapping because he knows that's a victory for me. Oh, he wants it back? Okay. Now James is mad because he's clapping on him to really entice him. James is pissed. Look at his eyes. James is pissed off. Oh, you want real James Harden? Tell you, Rachel Nichols ain't got nothing on me. She can't hold me down. Here I go. I'm going left now. Now he's going left. He's not going to stay there. Even though James and his shooting ability and everything else, there you go, hesitation. Barnes ain't moving. He's right there with you. Ain't moving, ain't moving, ain't going for the fakes. Oh, as soon as you go up, he's right there to meet you. Brick. And once he shoots the brick, what Barnes does? Clap. Yes. Got him. Got that old man. So he took pride into this. He wanted to guard James Harden. He wanted to shut him down. That's what it was about. He took pride in it. James is like, hey, I got my bag. How is this a reach for content? Because we're talking about basketball. I mean, damn, what do you want me to tell you about? Somebody got their leg cut off, somebody got hit, somebody baby mama cheating with this dude. What do you want to hear? Look at him. He's still celebrating. Got James. Is it too late for James Harden to get better as a player? Yes. James, this ain't the James Harden you're going to see on the court. This is the James Harden you're going to see when he gets tired. James get tired, he start forcing things. That's because he comes into camp out of shape, not really prepared. Then he does work hard. But how many times can you keep putting your body through that before your body don't react anymore? And then age catch up to you. Then you really can't do the things that you used to could do. You know? How long before that becomes the new narrative? How long before that becomes everything that you know of? How long? No, he's underrated. As a player, James Harden is a very good player. Very good. Hall of Fame. James Harden problem is he does not care enough about it's just a game. It's not life or death for James. If he don't win an NBA championship, he cool with that. How does this practice help you when you play them in the regular season? This is why I wouldn't play, even though you could like, oh, I know how I'll watch their practices and see their tendencies. I don't have to play against them. I don't want them getting a scouting report on me and getting comfortable guarding me and knowing which way I'm going. I don't want that. They'd be like, you want to run? No. Will not be running with you. I'll be running with people who ain't going to the league to get my runs in. Y'all ain't finna get to know me at all. Y'all gonna get to know me by seeing me on the court. When y'all down 30, then you get to know me. Right. See, this is the example of how the work pays off. Let's watch this. He's a rookie. This is James. Now, this is James in shape now. Look at Scottie. No help. Boom. No help. He tried to take the foul and everything. But that's no help. You see? He ain't go for all them feints. He's got too much athleticism. And he can recover, even if he gets beat on a play. Now they're going to go to KD. KD going to turn the corner. Right? He gets bumped. They're doubling KD. The ball gets stolen. Barnes came over with the help. This is something that don't normally happen in Toronto. When Kevin Durant gets the ball in a certain spot and they catch him, they'll come with the help. And Barnes was helping everybody. KD sees his advantage. Here he comes. Barnes comes over, snatches the ball out of Kevin Durant's hands. Bruh, let me tell you what just happened here. Y'all don't even see it. Let me show you what happened. Watch what this dude do right here. Snatches the ball. Kevin Durant at full speed. He snatches the ball right out of his hands with two hands. Now, y'all didn't see a lot of the Toronto Raptor games. So, a lot of y'all didn't see how this dude was first ballot rookie of the year. It was no comparison, no competition. It was a runaway. Scottie Barnes is for real. Oh, well, you got. I mean, if David Stern was alive, he had to deal with something like mental health, illness. You'll be out the league, and they'll be worrying about these players' mental health. That stuff will be out the NBA real quick. They'd be like, well, we wish you well in your endeavors, but we think playing in the NBA might not be good for your mental health. David Stern ain't got time to play with you. This stuff is finna be out the window. We supposed to pay him $100 million to sit on the bench? Pascal Siakam is not a leader of a team. He's a very good player who developed his game and his skill set from outside to inside, and he's become a great addition. He's like a Middleton to me. So if you got the player like Kawhi Leonard on your team, it's going to elevate his game. But as you saw when Kawhi wasn't there the very next season, and they said, well, we got Siakam, we ready to roll, and it wasn't the same. DeMar DeRozan is a great regular season player. I mean, he did great for the Spurs, in the regular season. His DeMar DeRozan's only flaw is that he does not do this in the playoffs. He will disappear when that pressure is on and you don't understand. Yeah, if you average 28, 5, and 5 in the regular season, you can't be getting outplayed by bench players in the playoffs. That just don't make no sense. Guys who barely get any tick in the regular season is outscoring you and killing you. You let Grayson Allen outplay you in 2 playoff games. It's like it don't even make sense. Middleton is not even playing. Well, you're gonna lose a step when you get older. That's why you work on a repertoire of different things. So you have new moves. Steph Curry, a lot of people was up on Steph. Right, Steph Curry was the man. And what did they do to Steph? They learned his moves. So now he has this double step back. Now that Luka's able to get away with it, they allow Steph to get away with this new double step back thing to get his space. He jab step, then he do like a double dribble back and get his space to shoot. Because they allow Luka to do it, they gotta allow Steph Curry to do it. And everybody else. So Steph has been working on that move. And I've seen him use it more often. Trey Young to me has more upside. I would like to see Trey finish better at the rim. DeJounte and Trey Young are friends. They're like the closest friends already. So they know each other because they play together in camps, everything. So, you know, that's only that's a buddy thing. John Collins and Trey Young, they butt heads on shot selections, and John Collins thinks that you should shoot less. Let's spread the ball around. I need to get my shots up. Man, the internet is crazy. You got a lot of stuff going on with people. They say all kind of craziness now. It's All about what you know. No, he's just not a what you would call a franchise player. He's a very good role player. But John Collins' problem has been durability. Mm-hmm. Yeah, will I talk about Tiffany Haddish and Ari Spears? Absolutely. But like I said, I don't just jump out the gate. I want to get all the information. So when you watch my video, you're gonna know, oh, this is the one I should watch. That's why. Everybody else jump out the gate and just to be first and just go with what somebody's saying. I'm gonna give you the reasons behind everything. You're gonna find out a lot of key information on everything that's taking place. Now, we have very shocking information and news on the live stream you saw last night on the Patreon that we did. Very shocking and revealing information. Mm-hmm. Barnes is a franchise player. With my hands. That speed is something else, boy. Don't come up in here. Huh? You thought you was ready for me? Huh? Look at you. Huh? Look at you now, huh? Look at you. Huh? Huh? You think I'm like you? Huh? I told you, when you want to listen, don't mess with me. Well, you want to listen. Huh? Now look at you. I told that fly. Reflexes like a damn mongoose. You better watch what you're dealing with. Yeah, we already went through the Kanye West situation last night. Now you got 365 days to see will Carcino be right. We exposed to y'all what's really going on, what really happened. And now we're going to expose the Clintons. For those who don't know the dark secret of that, we're going to really get to that too. So get ready.